So, you're thinking of moving right here to the Woodlands, Texas? Well, maybe you shouldn't. In today's video, we're gonna go through 8 reasons as to why you should not move right here to the Woodlands, Texas. There are many things to love about the Woodlands. There's a reason that it's consistently ranked the #1 suburb in the country, but there are some reasons that you should consider looking outside of the Woodlands when you are looking to move to the Houston area. And in today's video, we're gonna cover those. So let's get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about the Woodlands, Texas, or the entire Houston area, then go ahead and subscribe to our channel, tap the bell for notifications. That way you can be the first to know about everything going on right here in the Houston area. My name is Ferris. I'm a licensed broker, and my team, we get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you that are watching our videos online, trying to figure out where the best place is for them to move here in the Houston area. So if you're looking to move in a day or a week or a month or a year, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to Houston. Now, today's video is a hot topic. As we said, we're gonna go through 8 reasons as to why you shouldn't move to the Woodlands, Texas. I do love the Woodlands. The Woodlands has a lot of great things to offer, but when my wife and I were moving back here from Austin about 4 years ago, we really thought we were gonna land in the Woodlands. And the more we started digging and looking into it as we started our home search and got further into that, the more and more reasons we found as to why maybe we didn't want to be in the Woodlands like we had thought we had. And so the first reason that you should consider not moving to the Woodlands is if you want new construction. So we knew that we wanted a new home, and because the Woodlands is completely built out, there's no new construction. There was some new construction. There are some newer resale homes that you can get into, but there was some new construction a few years ago, but it's completely built out at this point. So Creekside is one of the 9 villages in the Woodlands. It's the newest village. And so if we were gonna end up in the Woodlands, we would probably have gone toward Creekside. That being said, Creekside is the one village that doesn't really feed into the Woodlands schools. They go to Tomball. And so we really felt like we didn't want to pay a premium to be in the Woodlands and still not even get the Woodlands schools. And we still weren't gonna get a brand new home going that route. So reason number 1 for not moving to the Woodlands is if you want new construction. If you still want that awesome Houston suburb with tons of amenities, then you might want to look at Katy or Cypress or Conroe or some of the other suburbs that are going to offer some of the similar amenities of the Woodlands, but without these older homes. They're going to have new construction opportunities for you. The second reason that you shouldn't move to the Woodlands is it's expensive. And so it's not just expensive cost of living. Most of our clients that relocate from out of state actually find that it's less expensive than where they're coming from. But when you're looking at just the Houston area, for what you get for your money when it comes to housing and affordability, I feel like the Woodlands is more expensive for what you get than other suburbs. If you were to take a 30-year-old home in the Woodlands and move it over to Conroe or Spring, you're gonna pay close to $100,000 less in those other areas. So you're paying a premium to be in the Woodlands for an older home. Now, we go through in some of our other videos all the perks of living in the Woodlands, but I do think that that's one reason you should consider maybe looking somewhere else. The third reason not to move to the Woodlands is the Woodlands is old. So the Woodlands started its development back in the 70s. And so while it is a fully master planned community over 28,000 acres, and it's really well thought out, the Woodlands has kind of an older feel to it. Now, some of the shopping centers in the villages have been renovated and they're nicer and new again, but all the amenities in the Woodlands for the most part are gonna be older than a lot of the other newer suburbs that have popped up around the Houston area. Now, don't get me wrong, all the amenities right up along I-45, like the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, Baker Street and Hughes Landing, all are actually new and nice and clean. So there really is a great appeal to those in the Woodlands. But overall, the Woodlands is going to have a little bit older feel than some of these other newer suburbs. So the fourth reason that you should not move to the Woodlands is right now in this current market for the past couple of years, there's very limited inventory. And so the reason you shouldn't move here is because it's very competitive real estate market right now. So we frequently are setting clients up on searches that reach out to us through these YouTube videos. And when we'll set up some searches for 5 to 700,000 or 700,000 to 900,000, the inventory that's coming up in those searches is very low. And that shouldn't discourage you. It should just educate you as to the fact that it's a very competitive market here. And in order to get the home that you want here in the Woodlands, you're going to have to fight for it. Okay, so the fifth reason that you do not want to move right here to the Woodlands is the traffic. So the Woodlands over the years has grown. As we said, it's completely built out. And what that means is that the infrastructure that was in the Woodlands, the roadways that have been in the Woodlands since the beginning, they really haven't changed. They really haven't expanded much. And so when I grew up in the Woodlands, it took you 12, 13 minutes really to get anywhere across the Woodlands. Now, depending on the time of the day, it can take you 25 to 30 minutes just to get from the back of the Woodlands all the way up to I-45, the freeway. And so for me, that's not necessarily convenient if I'm trying to commute either to downtown or to get over to the airport. It just adds a lot of time. For me, it was really important to have that easy access to a major thoroughfare like I-45. And so the Woodlands around rush hour time tends to get really crowded. From 4 to 6 p.m., it can get congested, not only along the freeways, but there's only a couple major arteries that you can exit off the freeway and head into the Woodlands. It's a very landlocked place, which a lot of people love because it gives it this safe, cozy, very distinct feel. But the price you pay for that is you're gonna have to sit through some traffic. And so that might not be for everybody. You might be moving from a place to avoid traffic. So I don't want you to be caught off guard if you move to the Woodlands and come 5 o'clock on a Friday, you're stuck in traffic for quite a while. So number 6, the reason that you shouldn't move to the Woodlands is if you want solar. So as you know, it's called the Woodlands for a reason. There are trees everywhere. A lot of people find that it's one of the prettiest places that they've ever been. They're not used to these trees, but we have clients reaching out from states that they're very used to having converted over to solar energy on their home. And as you probably know, the sun needs to hit those solar panels in order to work. And when you have tons of trees around your house, that's not really a good option. And so you don't see a lot of solar in the Woodlands. And so if that's something you're leaning towards, you probably want to look at some other suburbs that are in these newer developments, maybe don't have a ton of tree cover and are a little bit more friendly towards solar. So the 7th reason that you should not move to the Woodlands is it is not socioeconomically diverse. So when we talk about diversity, there is plenty of diversity in the Woodlands. I don't want to say that there isn't. In fact, I would say that the diversity in the Woodlands is actually very healthy. However, there is not a big socioeconomic diversity going on in the Woodlands. Whenever we run a search for homes under $300,000 in the active market right now, there are 0 options. And so really the Woodlands isn't going to be socioeconomically diverse. Everybody is going to be middle class and up. There really aren't any low income areas of the Woodlands. And so a lot of people prefer that. They're paying that premium to be in the Woodlands, but I do think it's important to know that there really isn't that socioeconomic diversity in the Woodlands area. And so number 8, the last and final reason that you shouldn't move to the Woodlands is the Woodlands is crowded. And so a lot of our clients are coming from places that are crowded and they're looking for that little bit more space. And you're not necessarily going to find that in the Woodlands. Now, the Woodlands does have some homes that are quite spread out depending on your budget. However, overall, the Woodlands can feel a little crowded. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's the amount of people or the trees, but or the traffic, but for whatever reason, the Woodlands just feels a little more crowded than the surrounding areas like Conroe or Spring or Tomball. And so if you're looking for that more spread out feel, you probably need to head a little further outside of town, maybe up to Montgomery and get a little bit more space. So if space is what you're looking for, the Woodlands might not be for you. So I hope this helps you as you're looking. We love the Woodlands. We sell tons of homes in the Woodlands. We just want to make it clear that the Woodlands might not be for everyone. So if none of those 8 things are an issue to you, then maybe the Woodlands is perfect for you. And if it is, like we always say, give us that call, shoot us that text, or send us that email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to the Houston area. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.